Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a video that I'm going to call my Week 13 NFL Rapid Reaction. Just going to be a very condensed, sped up version of my reactions, guys. I'm very far behind. I had a furnace blowout on, well, Sunday. Got fixed yesterday, so I had to make up a lot of ground today. I hope you understand. I tried my hardest. Honestly, maybe you guys just like this format too. As always, you guys know my plugs. Check out G Fuel, check out Waggle. Use my code at sign up on Prize Picks to get a guaranteed $50 with your first $5 entry. There's going to be no outro to this video because I got to get this uploaded. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you enjoy the video. Let me know what you think and let's get into it. Kicking off with the first rapid reaction of the day, we have the Lions losing to Green Bay on Thanksgiving. Jordan Love smoked a Lion in the middle of Ford Field on national television, where he threw for 4 touchdowns on the day, 2 going to Dontavion Wicks, 1 going to Watson, and 1 going to Dobbs. Parsons also had 2.5 sacks, which is more than the entire Detroit team got by itself. And I would say the highlight of Detroit was Jamison Williams, who had 7 receptions for 144 yards and a touchdown, while Amon-Ra was injured. And now the Lions find themselves sitting at 7-5 and fighting for a wild card spot. Who would have thought? Moving on to the next game, we have the Cowboys defeating the Chiefs, sending them to 6-6. And this was also a very impressive performance by Dallas as well, holding the Chiefs to 0 points in the second and third quarter, despite Mahomes playing at his best, I would say. And your offense just dominated. You had Pickens, you had Lamb, you had Javonte Williams catching a touchdown there. Jadeveon Clowney, by the way, had 2 sacks on the day. That man literally ate a Thanksgiving feast. And also shout out to Brandon Aubrey with another electric performance, kicking 11 points for Dallas and pretty much establishing himself as the it factor of the game. Now we got the Bengals at the Ravens. What the fuck is going on with Lamar Jackson? Hello! Through the month of November, this man played like one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. Can't get his completion percentage over 60, struggling to get it over 56, and throwing 1 touchdown to 3 interceptions for the entire month. Story never changes with Baltimore. If Lamar's not there and he's not being Superman, they're just not a good team. This week we did get to see the return of Joe Burrow, even though I wouldn't say he was spectacular. Jamar Chase returned to his former self. It's funny how that works out. Iosavaz had a nice touchdown. Tanner Hudson had a touchdown reception. And whoever played Evan McPherson in fantasy, I'm sorry, because you just had the worst fucking week of your life. Now moving on to the Friday game, we had the Bears dismantling the Eagles 24-15. Are you fucking kidding me? This team actually elite? Like, what the hell? Dude, DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai absolutely fucking destroyed these guys. 255 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Are you out of your mind? I can't shit you, it was not the most entertaining game to watch, but it was also very satisfying. Good news for AJ Brown though, he finally got the targets he deserved. 10 receptions, 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. Too bad anybody who drafted that man in fantasy is more than likely already eliminated. Now we have the Dolphins squeaking past the Saints. How much did I watch of this game? Absolutely none. Saints defense did appear to have a feast though. We had 4 sacks, 2 of them from Cam Jordan, 1 from Brian Breezy, 1 from Chase Young, and a pick from Kool-Aid McKinstry. Looking at the Dolphins, Tua apparently sucked. Now I kind of wish I would have watched the game. Rushing was dominated by Achane, who has to have over 1,000 yards on the year now, 134 with a touchdown. Darren Waller led receiving. That's a fucking insane thing to read in 2025. And looking at the Dolphins defense, looks like they also kind of had a feast too. Chop Robinson having a big day. Bradley Chubb, Minka Fitzpatrick having a huge day. Rasul Douglas making plays at the age of 46. And another game that's saved by a kicker, Riley Patterson kicking 13. I mean, holy fuck, I think we're almost at 100 kicking points already. Now we got the Texans beating the Colts by 4. I was actually right there. But I think the main topic of discussion here, honestly, is how a broken leg Daniel Jones can outplay CJ Stroud. Anyway, Texans defense is, you know, what showed up and helped him solidify the game here, regardless of only just getting 1 sack from Sheldon Rankin. But holding JT to 85 yards out of 21 carries, I would say that was honestly pretty good. They had Michael Pittman basically erased off the board, but I'll give credit to Danny, man. Like I said, again, he's injured. He has a fractured fibula. He's still fucking balling out, dude. Also, Sauce Gardner got hurt. I forgot about that. I think it's like a week-to-week thing, but he's not expected to be on the IR. Now moving on, we have the Falcons losing to the Jets because they decided that they were just going to let A.D. Mitchell have a career game. I mean, are you kidding me, Atlanta? You have Bijan throwing up almost 200 all-purpose yards. You have Kyle Pitts actually doing something, having 7 for 82. You had 2 rushing touchdowns from your offense. You had everything going. You pissed it away in the 4th quarter, for goodness sake. 2 rushing touchdowns coming from the Jets. Breece Hall and Tyrod Taylor. A.D. Mitchell, 8 for 102 and a touchdown. Are you out of your fucking mind? fine. Couple sacks coming out of the Jets defense as well, but honestly, at what point does Raheem Morris get shown the fucking door? I get it, it's late, but this is inexcusable, dude. You gotta go. Now we got the Browns getting destroyed by the 49ers. Couple really interesting things out of this game. For one, Cleveland Farrell leading the team, 6 tackles, 2 sacks. I mean, he's actually been pretty decent in recent weeks, but I swear once a year, this man will pop up with like a huge game and then just fucking disappear for the rest of it. On the Browns side of things, from what I saw of Shedeur, because I am trying to keep up with him, I'm kind of rooting for him now. I don't think he looked terrible. I don't think he looked nearly as bad as, you know, the internet is making the guy out to seem. Again, he's not a perfect quarterback, but he's already earned his place in the league more than JJ McCarthy has, if you're asking me. Happy to see another touchdown reception from my boy Harold Fannin. And also, fuck Jerry Jeudy. Who the hell does that guy think he is to be screaming at Shedeur Sanders, bro? Don't yell at him because you're a shit football player. Now we got the Rams getting beat by the Panthers. Jeepers, fuck. All credit to Puka Nacua, who made one of the most insane grabs I've seen in my life, and there was a lot of insane grabs this week. But brother, they got diced up. Bryce won 15 for 20, 206, 3 touchdowns, 147 passer rating. I mean, shout out to Bryce, man. He's proven when his back is against the wall, he can fucking play. As far as the Rams go, Matt Stafford finally came back down to earth. He threw 2 interceptions for the first time in how many weeks? Devontae Adams had another 2 touchdowns, which is nuts. And I'm pretty sure I heard Kyron Williams got injured, but he is good to go for week 14 already. Now we have the Jags beating the Titans 25-3. Yeah, not much to go over here. Jacoby Myers had a really nice touchdown run. Josh Allen had a couple sacks. And the Titans are just one of the most deflated, unmotivated teams out there. It truly is a fucking awful thing to have to watch them. Now we got the Cardinals barely losing to the Bucks. Made the reference today, Jacoby Brissett's making this team like a Marvel movie. Entertaining as shit, but you already know the ending to every single one before it starts. Another 301 out of my man. Also another massive game for Trey McBride, 8 for 82 and a touchdown out of 9 targets. And player of the defense, I would say, goes to Josh Sweat, who came up with not only 2 sacks, but forced a fumble as well that was not recovered. You know, outside of Devontae Adams, even though the Cardinals are losing, he is probably one of the best offseason pickups as well. Bucks side of things, Baker had 1 passing touchdown, and I'm sure you can guess who. Tristan Wirfs. That was insane. Not sure if it was the same drive, but I saw Chris Godwin have an ugly touchdown drop too. Very uncharacteristic of him. Bucky Irving returned to action, having a rushing touchdown as well as 20 receiving yards. And my boy Antoine logged in another pick, having a nice bounce back this year from last year where he didn't log a single one. Now we got the Vikings and Seahawks. The only thing I'm taking out of this game is the fact that I saw the worst pass in my life, the worst play in my life from Max Brosmer. The Vikings held Sam Darnold to a 67 passer rating and JSN to 23 yards. And they fucking lost 26-0. And they also waived Adam Thielen, who they traded a 4th round pick for. Dude, you need to clean house. Now we got the Bills dismantling the Steelers, man. I thought this game was over. I thought the Steelers were going to win it after how the Bills started, because if the Bills start slow, they lose. Thankfully, the resilient Rangers came out and shut down Pittsburgh after the second quarter, where we got to see James Cook carry the ball 32 times for 144 yards, while Josh had a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown. Joey Bosa tried to kill Aaron Rodgers, and I think he's also hurt now. Christian Benford had a massive game. And shout out to Cameron Hayward on being the biggest gargantuan pussy in the entire league. Like, honestly, what a sensitive diva. You mean being kneed in the stomach? Oh, shut the fuck up. I've literally punched people before, jackass. Massive credit to Aaron Rodgers, though. He is a hard ass. He earned a lot of respect from me this game. He already had my respect, but he didn't need to finish that fight after Joey Bosa hit him, and he did. He came right back in, busted up face, and he played. That's real man shit. Now we got the Raiders losing to the Chargers in a predictable game. Geno Smith, regardless of his passer rating and accuracy, still looks like fucking garbage. However, Brock Bowers, another spectacular week, another spectacular catch out of him. But you want to know what's funny? Anytime him or Jahmyr Gibbs do really good, I lose in fantasy. Every time. Herbert had a good game, got injured, ended up coming back and finishing the game. Bonnie Vidal had 126 yards and a touchdown. Lad McConkey had a touchdown. Quentin had a touchdown. And another good performance from the defense and Khalil Mack, who continues to just be timeless. Then we had the Broncos barely beating the Commanders in one of the wildest games of the year. Dude, Marcus Mariota played his heart out. He was throwing the piss out of that ball. And then at the end in OT, they obviously went for it and just couldn't connect, and it was really heartbreaking, honestly. Huge game out of Zach Ertz, huge game out of Terry, and arguably the nicest catch of the week and of the year out of Treylon Burks. Brother, he made Riley Moss look like a little bitch. As far as Denver goes, I mean, Denver did what Denver does. They grinded away another win. I can't talk shit. They're 10-2. But this is another game that nearly got out of hand. Well, it did get out of hand. And yet they still found a way to be resilient. And now we've got the Giants getting whopped by the Patriots. Yeah, this game sucked. Drake May was perfect again. Another kicker this week with 15 points. Borregala is just having a hell of a year. And the New England defense is just an absolute shit brick house. And glancing at the Giants quick, not a lot to go over here, but I do just want to give a shout out to all the idiots out there saying that the league is rigged because Tyrone Tracy wasn't getting his carries. This right here called production, that's why he wasn't getting carries. It's literally right in front of you. Trust me, I wanted to like Tyrone Tracy. I was high on him, but the guy's just not good. Also, Abdul Carter was punished for a drive for being tardy to meetings. What the fuck is it with football players not taking their job serious nowadays? Like, seriously, what the fuck is going on? I'll go out and say it. They're being ungrateful dickheads. You have the coolest job in the world. Fucking do it.